I'm taking pictures in public.
It's a secure institution.
In there, not out here.
Yes, it's a secure institution.
This is an easement. Do you see any bars or wires going down the road here? All the bars and wires are up there, brother. That's where you have authority, not out here.
I have authority on.
You don't have authority out here on me.
I have authority on all.
I'm not one of your inmates. Why don't you go in there and take care of your inmates instead of bothering somebody out in the public?
Why don't you quit taking pictures of my officers while they leave?
I'm allowed to.
Did any of them sign a release allowing you to?
Anything I could see in public, I could film. There's no expectation of privacy in public. It's called the First Amendment of the Constitution.
You're not in public, you're on state property.
I'm on the side of the road. It's called an easement.
You cannot take pictures of the prison. This heated exchange escalates quickly as an official confronts the auditor for filming staff departing a correctional facility, vehemently asserting his authority and demanding the camera be turned off. The auditor stands his ground, firmly defending his First Amendment right to film in a public easement, leading to an intense clash over civilian freedom versus government overreach. Did the official have the legal right to stop the recording, or was this a clear violation of constitutional rights? Watch the full video and follow ID Refusal 101 for more deep dives into your rights. Thanks to the original creator for documenting this confrontation. Welcome to ID Refusal 101. We're here to arm you with legal knowledge to protect yourself. Subscribe now to know your rights and how to assert them. And now, enjoy the video.
Here we are at. They're hiring. What's going on, boss?
You cannot take pictures of the prison.
Excuse me, back up.
You cannot take pictures of the prison.
I'm on an easement.
You are not on an easement. You're on state property.
It's an easement, sir.
You're on state property.
It's an easement. I got the GIS survey in my truck.
I need a state trooper sent to the entrance of the prison. I have a gentleman out here filming my staff as they leave.
See where that sign starts? On that side's your property.
Huh?
See that sign? On that side's your property.
The prison's right there, so how can that side?
From that side on is your property. There's an easement from the center of the road so people can walk. It's called an easement. So people can walk without being on your property.
There is no sidewalk.
That's why there's an easement. If there's no sidewalk, you have to walk on the easement.
Captain Stumped, SCH. It's 304-335-2291.
You're a captain?
All right. Don't know who he is. All right.
A prison captain confronts the auditor, ordering him to step back and insisting that filming the prison is not allowed, claiming the auditor is on state property. This is an attempt to interfere with First Amendment rights since recording in public is legal. The auditor pushes back, explaining he is standing on an easement, a lawful public right of way. The captain's decision to call state troopers simply because the auditor is filming in a public area is a clear example of abuse of authority and an effort to create an illegal exclusion zone. The auditor also notes he has the GIS property map in his vehicle to prove the boundary line. In such audit situations, refusing to show ID is a fundamental right when one is not driving or breaking the law. Here, the auditor is simply standing on the easement. This highlights the key lesson. Always know your legal standing.
You ever see anybody ride a bicycle by here? Did you ever see Google Earth drive by here?
You're not Google Earth.
It doesn't matter. It's public, sir. I'm taking pictures in public.
Secure institution.
In there, not out here.
Yes, it's a secure institution.
This is an easement. Do you see any bars or wires going down the road here? All the bars and wires are up there, brother. That's where you have authority, not out here.
I have authority on.
You don't have authority out here on me.
I have authority on all.
I'm not one of your inmates. Why don't you go in there and take care of your inmates instead of bothering somebody out in the public?
Why don't you quit taking pictures of my officers while they leave?
I'm allowed to.
Did any of them sign a release allowing you to?
Anything I could see in public, I could film. There's no expectation of privacy in public. It's called the First Amendment of the Constitution.
You're not in public, you're on state property.
I'm on the side of the road. It's called an easement. You'll learn what an easement is today. I can't believe you don't know what your property is compared to public. So you can treat your inmates like that and boss them around and tell them where to be. You can't tell a free citizen out here to do it. So you might as well turn around and go back inside and leave me alone.
I'm sorry, you have what authority over me again?
Well, I pay for your salary, brother.
Don't.
I'm a taxpayer. You work
Okay,
for the
and?
government.
Okay, and?
I pay your
But you don't
salary.
pay my salary.
So why don't you go ahead?
You pay less than 1/10 of 1%
Go
of my
ahead.
salary.
Doesn't
So don't
matter.
even.
Go on in
No,
there.
I don't take orders from you.
Go on in, back on in. But relax, brother. I ain't harming nobody. Calm down. It's called de-escalation. You ever been through that training?
It's called turn off your camera and go so my staff can leave.
I don't have to turn off my camera. This is public, brother.
No, it's not.
This is a public road. See that sign? That's your property from there in. From the center of the road to this right here is an easement, 15 feet. He knows I'm right.
Tension peaks as the captain continues asserting personal authority even though the auditor is on public land. The auditor firmly responds, reminding him that he is not one of your inmates and criticizing the captain for harassing a free citizen. The official attempts to limit the right to film, asking if his staff signed a release. This is a common legal misconception. The First Amendment protects filming anything visible in public because there is no expectation of privacy there. The auditor pivots to the taxpayer argument, demonstrating defiance against unlawful command. When the official demands the camera be turned off, this constitutes a clear First Amendment violation. The auditor's steadfast ID refusal to comply with an illegal order and his deep knowledge of the easement and constitutional rights prove to be the most potent tools against attempted police misconduct.
Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
Not bad, sir.
Good.
You're interfering with public, or you're interfering with.
I'm standing on the side. I'm
process.
standing on the side of the road.
I know you are.
Can you please stand back?
You're parked illegally.
No, my car just overheated.
Okay. Do we need to call a record?
No, I got 48 hours.
Okay. Well, listen. Okay. You can't be filming the guards and stuff as they come.
I'm on a public easement.
Okay.
Where are people supposed to walk?
Huh?
Where are people supposed to walk?
Well, you have a car right there.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
Okay.
walking too. I'm exercising.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
See how fat I am?
do you have your license and registration and insurance?
Have I broken the law?
Well, if you broke down, I need to make sure that the vehicle's properly
No,
registered.
I'll be fine. I'm a big boy. I'm 55 years old. I've broken down before. I don't need your.
Well,
I don't
it's a
need your
motor
assistance.
vehicle.
I don't need your assistance. Thank you.
You have your license on you?
I'm not driving.
You're not.
I'm not driving right now. I'm walking.
Okay, but I need to make sure you're valid to drive.
I'm not, you haven't pulled me over for a valid traffic stop. What traffic infraction have I violated?
Nothing. You're saying your vehicle's having a medical.
It is, but it'll cool down. It does that way.
You're saying your vehicle's having a
It
mechanical.
does that every
issue.
once in a while.
Okay.
It'll cool down. Takes about 45 minutes to cool down, and then I'll be on my way. I'm allowed to film anything from public. Anything my eyes can see, I can film.
Okay.
It's public.
What?
First Amendment of the Constitution.
Okay, but you're interfering with these.
I'm not interfering. I'm standing out here. They came to me. I didn't say nothing to anybody.
Property.
I'm not on their property. It's an easement.
This is
No, this is an easement.
okay. This is the entrance
No,
to the farm.
well, then I'll move. I'm not blocking traffic.
Okay.
I stopped to converse with you fellas. What's your name and badge number?
Corporal Miller, State Police,
Badge.
314.
Thank you very much for your professionalism. You, sir?
Trooper Spessart, State
I'm sorry, Specialist
Trooper Spessart,
Spessart. Pleasure to meet you fellas.
844. But you're sure you're fine? Your vehicle's not.
I'm good
gonna
to
have
go.
any issue?
It'll cool down in a minute.
Okay.
Plus,
Well,
I
you
want to
might
get some
want to get
exercise
something to
in, walking along the easement. If I would have brought my bike, I would have rode my bike up and down, but I didn't bring my bike.
Okay, but if your vehicle's constantly having that problem, you might want to have it looked at.
I've had it looked at. It might be a thermostat. I don't know. "15 feet from the center of the road is an easement, so people could walk without getting hit on the road. It's illegal to walk on the road. I have a GIS survey map in my vehicle. If you'd like to see a GIS survey map, I got it right in my vehicle.
Stop filming my officers as they leave to go home.
It's I'm in public, sir. You can't trespass the eyes. Freedom of the press.
But as long as he stays off your property, he said his car's open. As long as he stays off your property.
State troopers Corporal Miller and Specialist Trooper Spessart arrive and immediately shift focus to the auditor's allegedly disabled vehicle. Corporal Miller uses the broken down car as pretext to demand the auditor's license and registration, a common tactic to obtain personal identification. The auditor firmly executes his right to ID refusal, stating he is not driving, but merely walking/exercising on the public easement. He asks the crucial Fourth Amendment question, what traffic infraction have I violated? Police cannot demand identification without reasonable suspicion of a crime or traffic infraction. The auditor reiterates his First Amendment right to film anything visible in public. Despite the police echoing the prison officials' warnings, the auditor's persistence, refusal to surrender personal ID, and offering his GIS survey map demonstrate successful ID refusal. This adherence to the law ensures that the interaction remains a consensual encounter, preventing an unlawful detention or illegal demand for identification.
Sir, you're sure you're good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good to go, man.
Cracker or anything like that?
No, it'll cool down. It usually does this every once in a while.
Okay.
It'll cool down in about a half hour or so.
Well, like I said, don't interfere with their guards.
Nope, haven't talked to any of them, and he came out to me. I didn't speak to anybody.
No.
Even when they were pulling out, I didn't speak to nobody.
But that's fine. But please get back across the road next to your car, not in the entrance.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's pulled in yet.
Yeah, or
I don't need to. I am 55 years old. I haven't been hit by a truck, bus. Besides, if they hit me, it's their onus.
I got
Right? They have to look out for pedestrians.
Yeah.
So I'm good for walking across the street.
Right here on the side of the road.
Yep. You see that sign right there? It says trespass. Everything from there over is their property.
Right.
Everything from here over is public land where you can ride a bicycle, walk.
I understand.
All right.
I understand. So,
He didn't. Did you explain it to him?
I did.
All right.
So, but just be careful.
I'm always careful.
But
Hey,
I've never
I'm a Marine. I made it through a lot of shit without youngins like you telling me what to do.
Well, thank you for your
All right.
service.
You're not the only Marine here. So
Yep.
Are you a Marine?
I am.
Semper Fi, brother.
Certified.
You look like a Marine. You look sharp. I don't look so much sharp anymore. I good eating and all that.
A lot happens.
All I'm out here doing is exercising my rights to film and upholding my sworn oath to defend the Constitution, specifically the Bill of Rights.
Yep. But don't interfere with government process.
Again, you've already told me that a million times. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a long time.
All right.
I never talk to anybody. I just film.
Okay. Well, you have a good day, sir.
All right, thanks. You do the same.
In his closing segment, Trooper Spessart ultimately acknowledges the auditor correctly explained the property lines and easement, though he still offers a generalized caution to be careful. The auditor then reveals his background as a Marine. This detail creates a strong personal connection, but also reinforces his legal standing. He states his purpose is not just exercising his right to film, but also upholding his sworn oath to defend the Constitution. This is the key takeaway. Using the camera is not obstruction, but an act of government oversight protected by the First Amendment. The police ultimately concede the interaction and depart. The auditor succeeded in his ID refusal and the education of the police, proving that civilian rights prevail over illegal commands from government officials. This confrontation serves as a textbook example of a citizen standing firm on their rights. The auditor earns an A for his profound understanding of the easement and the First Amendment, and for executing a lawful ID refusal while not driving. Conversely, the prison captain receives an F for attempting to impose an unlawful ban on public filming. Troopers Miller and Spessart earn a C. While they used a traffic pretext to demand ID, they eventually disengage profession. Remember, you have the right to film in public, First Amendment. Police cannot demand ID without reasonable suspicion of a crime, Fourth Amendment. When faced with an unlawful order, stay calm, know your legal location, and exercise your ID, refusal rights peacefully. Will this high-profile police interaction lead to a change in conduct for the prison staff in the future? Subscribe to ID Refusal 101 for more legal empowerment, and be sure to check out the original creators channel for more thrilling confrontations. Knowing your rights isn't being difficult, it's being prepared. If this video helped you understand your legal rights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask a question, or suggest the next encounter we should break down. This is ID Refusal 101, where we teach the basics of your right. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.